freedom كده حاسة جو حلو الهوا جايين and you're going fast في adrenaline بيحصل.
Freedom and self-expression roll on four wheels. That's the essence of skateboarding. With every twist and turn, each generation tries to keep the momentum going, even when the road gets tough.
How they survive, how their community is.
One of the skaters from the second generation knows the weight of frustration. He once skated with joy, but the lack of parks and support took its toll. Yet, his mission remains clear: to educate and honor the past through audiovisuals and community outreach.
The purpose was to try to educate people more and kind of try to push the narrative and the awareness about the sport itself, that it is a sport. It's not something cool that you do where you follow a skateboard and people laugh at you and all of that. But it's not something that you do for a couple of years. You can actually do this professionally. You can do this to a level that you can make your living out of it. And that's the case abroad, in the States or Europe. I mean, in Egypt, definitely it's not the case at all. But we are trying to change that narrative that it's a kid's sport or a kid's toy to that it is actually a sport. I think the problem now is that most of the kids who skate these days, they know Mo, they know that he's an old guy who skates, but they don't know the history. They don't know that Mo been skating for ages. They don't know that there has been competitions in Egypt. They're like, oh, skateboarding is cool. We see all these kids skating downtown, Zamalek, and they're like, okay, let's get a skateboard. They get the board. They don't see the community or anyone around them, so they try it for a few days or maybe a few months, and then they stop. And that's the major problem for us. Like, we don't have that aspect of making all the skaters feel that they actually belong to a community that care and can actually help and all that.
Gave me this back in 2007 or 2008, I can't recall.
From the old school to the new, Mo Kamel, a 59-year-old skater, stands as a bridge between generations. He's a living legend that has been skating since 1976, proving that true passion never fades.
I was in France at the time, في village صغيرة كده كانت جدتي عايشة فيه, and I happened to see his plastic board in a toy shop. I went back. I don't know if I saw skaters or not, I'm not sure, but I just liked the plastic red board. I ran back to my grandmother, please get me this, and that's how it started. This is 1993. Back in the day, wide decks, big trucks, small wheels. And when I came back to Egypt in '85, there was a place in Gezira Club, a big rink. People started coming, like kids started seeing me skate at the club. I was skating alone. They started seeing me at the club, وشهر في شهر. One guy buys a board, another, لغاية ما عملنا group كبير. We didn't have phones. We knew what time we were going to skate and where without phones, without mobiles. It's automatic. This day on that time we were there.
Mo and Hani meet up with skaters from the younger generation to push them forward and help keep the community active and growing. They gather at EG Skate, the first skate park built for skaters in Egypt, which serves as a central hub for the community. Mo may be from the first generation of skaters, but the younger skaters still inspire him. Watching their passion and persistence reminds him of when he was starting out, making him feel like that same young skater. And you can see that energy in every trick he pulls off, especially his favorite, the Daffy Dog.
The boys who are learning the tricks are the ones who are inspiring. أنا بحبهم. I'm inspired by them.
The skateboarding scene in Egypt needs a lot of motivation, needs a lot of skate parks, needs a lot of variety. This is the first skate park that's available in Cairo, and that's actually skatable. That's built out of concrete, and hopefully there'll be more.
Many skaters in Egypt dream of a skate park that meets international standards and give them the chance to represent Egypt on the world stage. But for now, they create their own spaces in the streets like this one. One of the third generation of skaters is Karama. He skates wherever he can find space, whether it's in front of a mosque or down a city staircase. For him, it's not just about the tricks. It's about the freedom skating gives him no matter where he is.
في complete freedom من ناحية الرياضة نفسها. لازم الحكومة تعمل باركس، يعني من ناحية وزارة الشباب والرياضة لازم تسعى في الموضوع ده. اللي بيشجع الناس ان هي تخش الرياضة لما انا شفت ناس كتير بتلعبها، فلما بدأنا كلنا نتجمع في سبوت واحد وبعدد كبير شجع ناس اكتر ان هي تخش الرياضة.
Each generation of skaters in Egypt inspires the next, passing down not just tricks but the determination to keep rolling despite the challenges. From Mo to Hani, Yassine to Karama, they all share one thing: a love for skateboarding that never wavers.
Well, I won't stop skating until my legs tell me to, okay?
Skateboarding in Egypt has its ups and downs, just like any ride on the board. But for those who live and breathe the sport, it's worth every fall. The wheels keep turning, and with enough passion, so will the skateboarding scene. This was Rowida Rashwan from AUCTV, Cairo.